I'm Denver7's Veronica Acosta. The Denver Police Department is working on developing its Drones as First Responders program. This would give officers an opportunity to get eyes on a scene that's in progress before officers actually get there.
Another tool in the toolbox.
We're kind of doing like the basically crawl, walk, run approach with our drone program.
The first part is the patrol-led base. That means officers will deploy a drone from their patrol vehicle to help determine what's happening at a scene.
Anything that's emergent and has a nexus to public safety being our #1 priority. You know, really the goal is to make sure that our officers arrive on scene safely and then as well as keep our community safe.
Long term, the department hopes to deploy drones before its officers.
It's simply to have a quicker response to the on-scene incident as fast as possible. That's putting drone systems on top of our headquarters and top of our district stations so that they could respond to calls for service.
Drones, a part of the program, will be used in anything from homicides, foot pursuits, even crashes. It's becoming a reality thanks to a nearly $100,000 grant from the Denver Police Foundation.
Do we have the ability to send a drone out and respond to a scene and redirect officers to a more critical incident? Absolutely.
The hope is 7 drones will be purchased for the drone program. 12 officers will be trained and licensed.
We are not replacing police officers with drones.
DPD says sending drones out before cops is at least a year away, but ultimately it'll help determine seriousness and personnel needs in situations. In Denver, I'm Veronica Acosta, Denver7.
Food insecurity is a major issue for many Coloradans, especially people who live in neighborhoods like this one where there is no grocery store. I'm Danielle Kreuter with the story of a nonprofit bringing fresh produce right to people's front yards. With all the plants and fresh soil, you might not guess this Denver home is actually in the middle of a desert, a food desert.
Also, there's not a grocery store nearby, and I have to go outside of my neighborhood just to go buy food.
Flor Vasquez lives in Elyria, Swansea with her 3 kids.
This is a neighborhood where we have low income.
There hasn't been a single grocery store here or in neighboring Globeville for years.
Generations of Denverites that have been food insecure. They also have shouldered a lot of the growth of the city. Now with high prices and access to transportation being very slim, it's becoming more and more difficult to reach fresh food.
Giselle Diaz-Campena is the executive director of the Grow House, an organization that feeds over 5,000 people in these neighborhoods every single week with boxes of fresh food. But today, they're outside the box and in the dirt, building gardens for families and teaching them how to maintain them.
We focus on fresh access to veggies and fruits because we know when you're food insecure, those are the items that we end up, leaving behind and not purchasing.
Tomates, jalapeños, cilantro.
It's something really impactful, not just for my family, but for our whole neighborhood. It's about connection with your food. It's about having autonomy, about having your own way, your own choice.
The work is done by volunteers, happy to help their neighbors in need.
I feel like we've lost that a little bit, and in our communities these days. So if I can help someone, I'm willing to do it.
To have near instant access to produce is an incredible relief for families like Flor's.
I think when children see vegetables growing in your own garden, they have more attention to the vegetables and they'll eat them.
Helping plant the passion for fresh foods and watching it grow. In Denver, I'm Danielle Kreuter, Denver7.
I'm Angelica Baladejo, north of Denver in Commerce City, where community groups are getting ready to sue the Suncor oil refinery.
I grew up here, right? Elyria, Swansea, Commerce City. When I was a kid, I lived next to the oil refinery. Now that I'm a grown adult, my kids, we all live next to the oil refinery.
The Suncor oil refinery. It's why Lucy Molina is an environmental activist with 350 Colorado.
I'm just a mom that lives in the hood here, trying to bring justice to a community that has been overlooked for decades.
Molina lives just a couple miles away.
They're not a good neighbor.
She thinks the air pollution is causing health problems here.
We have normalized the bloody noses. It's normal to have migraines. It's normal to have leukemia, cancer, asthma.
But she wants to change that by suing Suncor.
I always say that justice is not charity. I'm not looking for a favor.
350 Colorado, Green Latinos, and Sierra Club say they're looking for accountability.
Anyone who's harmed by a polluter's sort of violations of the Clean Air Act can step up and file their own lawsuit. You're stepping into the shoes of the regulators here.
Ian Cogill is the lawyer representing the community groups.
Suncor is one of the largest polluters in the state. They have this very long history of violations, and clearly what the state has been doing isn't stopping them.
Earlier this year, Suncor settled a slew of air pollution violations with Colorado regulators. At $2.5 million in fines and $8 million for community projects, it was Colorado's biggest ever penalty against a facility.
And the point of an enforcement action like what the state brought was so that Suncor doesn't do it again. Suncor burns a lot of gas to do what it does. That's where a lot of their emissions come from.
Pollutants, he says, can harm health and the environment. Suncor violated air regulations thousands of times in the last 5 years, according to the group's letter sharing their intent to sue.
The state hasn't sued Suncor for any of these violations. It can, but it hasn't.
So this lawsuit,
it gives 60 days for the state or EPA to decide whether they're going to file a lawsuit instead.
Whoever decides to sue, here's the goal:
to deter Suncor from continuing to violate its permit.
They need to be accountable to us because we are the ones that are being impacted. I believe we need accountability.
Reporting from Commerce City.
Stronger enforcement would force entities like that to step up and to be responsible and good neighbors.
I'm Angelica Albalade.
I'm Christian Lopez. We're hearing from the husband of a Denver police employee who passed away during childbirth last month. He is now left raising their 4 young children.
She was excited to have the baby, to bring him home, just to move to our next chapter of having, 4 boys.
Michael Gonzalez and his wife Christina were over the moon when they learned their family was growing.
It felt fairly normal. I mean, at one point, she started getting high blood pressure and was diagnosed with preeclampsia. We weren't really worried about anything. We were expecting a normal birth.
What was supposed to be one of the happiest moments they shared.
Once they broke her water is when everything happened.
Turned tragic during the baby's delivery.
She started seizuring. So they had to rush her into emergency cesarean. We didn't know if she had just left just to have a C-section and it was going to be fine or what, but we kind of started getting the feel from nurses that it wasn't normal.
He says their newborn son Damien had to be airlifted to a nearby hospital.
That's when they started saying about Christina having to get on the ECMO machine and just that she was losing a lot of blood.
His wife would never get to meet him. Just how difficult has the whole thing been, not expecting that to happen? You go in to have a child.
It's been very difficult. She was a great mother. So to lose her, it provided a lot of difficulty.
Now Christina's husband and 4 boys are learning to navigate life without her.
I mean, it seems like every day there's something that you don't realize. I mean, she did so much for him. You had to lose part of our income together with her passing. It's gonna be a little hard financially. She worked for the crime lab. I work for Jeffco Public Schools. For future, for college. To think about that and set money aside it'll be a little tighter.
As you can imagine, Christina's family could use a lot of help right now with things like baby items, groceries, maybe even a bigger car. We've launched a Denver7 Gives fundraiser to help, which you can find on our website. In Denver, I'm Christian Lopez, Denver7.
A Denver7 investigation, 6 years in the making.
Are you going to do the right thing and give her things back?
Or what? Or what? A local moving company ripping people off.
This company has an F rating.
I don't know what to do. Any advice?
Denver7 investigator Jacqueline Allen's dedication to making a difference.
We have a news reporter who did not let up.
Helped put the man responsible for taking advantage of Coloradans behind bars.
If it wasn't for Jacqueline Allen and Denver7, I don't know if I could have gotten through it.
I'm Denver7's Brandon Richard. The Denver City Council is considering a proposal that will likely be sent as a ballot measure to voters in November, asking them to increase the city's sales tax in order to help Denver Health. As we've told you before, Denver Health is struggling financially due to skyrocketing healthcare costs and more patients seeking care without insurance. And things have become so dire that Denver Health has been forced to implement a hiring freeze even changed employee benefits mid-year. And leaders at Denver Health say if things don't improve, they may have to take more drastic steps. But now the city council is considering putting a proposal on November's ballot that could keep that from happening. It would ask voters to increase sales tax by 0.34%, meaning for about every $10 you spend, about 3 cents would go to Denver Health. We'll take a closer look at that proposal tonight at 5 and what Denver Health says could happen if it's not approved. In Denver, Brandon Richard, Denver7.
I'm Danielle Kreuter with Denver7. A new program just launched in Colorado to help kids exiting foster care get into stable homes of their own. Over the years, the outlook for people exiting foster care has been challenging. Colorado's National Youth in Transition database shows 36% of 21-year-olds who left foster care reported being homeless at some point in the prior 2 years. Until now, the only resources to help kids aging out of foster care find housing was the voucher system, formerly known as Section 8.
That voucher program, while available to former foster youth, didn't have any special circumstances or provisions within it to actually meet the needs of these young people. And there also wasn't funding for things like deposits, for assistance with food if they needed it.
The state's Department of Human Services recently launched a rental assistance program specifically for those who are leaving foster care.
In addition, they are lacking supports, natural support systems, the same things that most young people leaving their families or their homes or transitioning to adulthood would have when they're becoming adults.
The new program would assign a case manager to applicants to help them navigate their new life on their own in addition to that money for rent. To be eligible, people need to be between the ages of 18 and 25 years old, have spent time in the foster care system, and are currently at risk of being homeless. You could then get 70 to 100% of your rent covered.
They would be required to contribute up to 30% of their income to the rental expense itself. If they don't have employment at this point in time, then it would be 100% until they get employment, and then the amount would adjust. Being on the streets is hard and is frankly heartbreaking, especially for this particular population.
The goal is to create stable homes and eventually stable families in the future, something advocates say is critically important for those trying to make a strong start on their own as young adults. I'm Danielle Kreuter, Denver7.
I'm Natalie Chuck on South Lincoln Street. Walking down here, you've got some houses that look like this, renovated and well kept, and then you've got some properties that look like this. 749 South Lincoln Street in particular has some neighbors riled up. They say it's been a safety hazard for years, and they want to know what the city is doing to fix it. I met a man who lives just 2 doors down. He says since he moved in 2013, this building has been a nuisance. He claims people are breaking in on a regular basis and doesn't feel like much has been done to stop it.
I'm just concerned about the welfare and the safety of our neighborhood, of the people that live in this neighborhood. And it's like I said, it continues to get worse.
We went to the city of Denver to find out what they're doing, if anything, to address this property. It turns out that records show since 2020, this property has gotten several violations just like this one. Earlier this month, the city went ahead and began the process to place this property on the list of neglected and derelict buildings, meaning this property owner could face up to $15,000 in fees. For Denver7 Investigates, I'm Natalie Chuck.
Their library was destroyed.
This area here where the bookshelves are, it was just flooding. That makes me want to cry.
That's when Colorado stepped up in a big way to make a difference.
The day after you covered our story, books just started coming in from the community.
Because of your generosity, this local preschool has books for their students to read again.
These shelves were empty. I love this book.
Thank you, Colorado, for supporting Denver7 Gives.
Warren Village broke ground yesterday on a first-of-its-kind affordable housing complex in Denver. Instead of residents bringing vouchers to the facility, the vouchers stay with the building. The city plans to expand on the program in the coming years. Denver7's Amy Wada spoke to a mother who says it's things like this that are giving her family a chance to succeed.
When you change your life and you walk in your purpose, you give permission for your kids to do the same.
That's the message Reba Jones has been working hard to send to her 2 kids. After years of lacking direction, Jones says Warren Village saved her. The goal of the program is to help single parents transition from poverty and homelessness into self-sufficiency, as well as providing affordable housing and wraparound resources for people to succeed.
It's not a one-year transformation, it's a long-term transformation. It's the next 3 to 4 years of your life.
That's why Jones is so excited about the groundbreaking of Warren Village at Alameda, the organization's 3rd location. The CEO says this location will have 89 units of affordable housing, in addition to education and supportive services. But what makes this site unique? It will be the first permanent supportive housing location in Colorado that includes on-site childcare. It's in an area that Warren Village's CEO says desperately needs it.
It's almost a childcare desert here, so we're going to bring that to bear.
In addition to that,
our host team led in creating for the first time a Denver-based voucher program, and today launches the first project that uses that Denver-based voucher system.
29 units in the facility will be paid for by city-funded project-based housing vouchers, the first of its kind, which will ensure that residents pay no more of 30% of their income on rent, even if they have no income at all. 50 other units are receiving vouchers from the Denver Housing Authority. Denver's Department of Housing Stability says there will be more city-based vouchers to come.
And in terms of how it'll expand, we have 2,000 units, supportive housing units in the pipeline currently, so well exceeding our goal for the Homelessness Resolution Fund.
Reba Jones is thrilled to see another facility in the works to help other people who are like how she was get to where they need to be.
Breaking those generational curses and unraveling the chaos of the abuse that you've been through, it's possible.
3D printing has begun on a new massive affordable housing neighborhood in Greeley. Now you heard that right, 3D printed homes. We first told you about Hope Springs yesterday ahead of the groundbreaking ceremony. It includes sports fields, community gardens, child care centers, and 170 plus 3D printed homes.
The design knows exactly where the windows are, where the doors are, where the sockets are. We use giant robots that lay down concrete that is pumped through a hose system into the nozzle. The rest of the home is still built the same way as any other home. We still need our plumbers, electricians, roofers, carpenters, etc.
It is the largest Habitat for Humanity project in the entire state, and families are already lining up to buy the homes in what they call an unforgiving market.
To be in front of this and calling it my home is just, it's unreal. I've been trying to build up to get a down payment, and I qualify. Like I think I have everything in line to get what I need to purchase a home, and then the housing market just keeps going.
The first 170 homes will be complete in 2029. By the final phase of the project, there will be more than 490 affordable housing units.